All right. It was Wednesday this week. It's now Thursday, Friday. I don't know what day I'm putting this. I'm filming this on a Thursday. Probably going to do this on Friday. We're putting this up on Friday. We're going to put it up on Friday. It's Friday. It was 2 days ago. So, let's talk Loki. In my review for the first episode of the Loki series, I found it good, but there was a lot of exposition. I wanted a little bit more. I wanted something more. Episode 2, like I hoped, gave us some more. At the end of the first episode, we see this shadowy figure. We don't know who it is, except it's a Loki of some kind, Owen Wilson tells us. And in this episode, we're more of going into the mystery of how this Loki is doing the things that they're doing, and who they are, and it's more of a mystery that I liked. The thing that I really liked about WandaVision, how each episode was a bit more of a mystery, and how every episode we were wondering, what's going on? What's this? How are we getting to this? How is this going to end? This second episode got me to that again. Now I'm not gonna go into any more really big plot details of this episode for a second. If you haven't seen it, no spoilers. Point is, I like this episode a lot more than I did the first one. The first one I gave a 7 out of 10 to. This one I'm going to give a solid 9 out of 10 to. There's a lot more going on in this episode, and I do like that we're getting a mystery. I like that we're seeing, there's different sides of Loki we're seeing. Like this episode, so much more. Now, let's spoil this a little bit. So Loki, at the beginning of this episode, he's in training. He's in a suit. Who would ever thought we'd see Loki in a suit like this, working like this? This is insane. The closest we got was Black Suit in Thor Ragnarok. That one worked because it was weird. This is just weird because Loki's in a suit. I dig it though. And we find out Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Wisconsin's in this. They keep saying Wisconsin weird. Or at least we say it. We say Wisconsin weird, they say Wisconsin. Who the hell knows how you say Wisconsin? Wisconsin. No. Point is, they go to Wisconsin, Oshkosh, in this episode. That was really cool right away, because I'm from Wisconsin. So anyways, they're looking at how, in the episode, they're looking at how this other Loki is doing things. How, and what, and why, and who, what, when, where, why. And I like this episode so much more in the sense that we saw Loki doing some investigative work and trying to look in his mind and think of what he would do to help other people figure out what this other Loki's doing. I like this. I really like this, that Loki is having to think, and we are seeing these different emotions from Loki. Loki is researching Ragnarok, something he doesn't experience because this Loki hasn't lived in that timeline. And it's interesting to get it from his perspective like this. Like, he's getting emotional. It's like he watched Thor Ragnarok, but he read it in a paper instead in 5 seconds. But it was great. You saw how much his mother, his father, everything, his people meant to him. Even though he's a turd. It's so interesting. I love that we're getting all these different sides of Loki. And then I really loved the scene with exposition where Loki's doing the thing with Owen Wilson's salad. Morbius's salad. I should call him Morbius. Morbius's salad. I love that bit. It was a great way of showing exposition without expositioning like I thought the first one kind of did a bit more than this one. Then from there, the Pompeii scene. I like this scene. I like what Loki's doing. I like this idea somewhat with the time travel that, hey, if you do it during the apocalypse, no one will know. There's some plot holes in there. There's some things that you could do, but I'm going to choose not to think about that, even though I've already thought about it. Stop thinking. Then after that, we go to the future. And is it just me, or does the future not look very future-y? I mean, was there an apocalypse in which we stopped making fancy vacuums? I saw like one of the regular little round vacuums, and the cell phones looked the same. Everything looked the same to me. So I found that a little interesting. But we find out that the Loki is Lady Loki, or maybe not Lady Loki. We don't know yet. It's a Loki of some kind. She's a she. It was really cool how she just touched someone and went into their body, and boom, she took over. There's some interesting stuff in this episode, and the way it ended with Loki going into the time portal doodad thing with Lady Loki, I'm liking this show. I'm liking it a lot more than I did Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Falcon and the Winter Soldier just felt a little bit more paint-by-numbers Marvel movie, whereas this feels different. And it's the same reason why I like WandaVision, in the sense that it's different, and it's leaving me wanting more. Kind of similar how the movies want me more. At the end of the day, at the end of Thor Ragnarok, for goodness sakes, half of Asgard's gone. They're on a ship. We see that post-credit scene with Thanos' ship coming down. I wanted more. And I want more with this now. We only have 4 episodes left, which is crazy to think, because this feels more like WandaVision, where there should be like 9. But we have 4 more episodes. I cannot wait to see what happens with this show. Can't wait to see if this is the first Marvel TV series that I think has a good ending. Because WandaVision's ending, I wasn't the biggest fan of. It was good, not great. Falcon and Winter Soldier got a little too political for me by the end of it, and just so many things just didn't fit together. And that's the same thing with WandaVision, actually, as well. So many things just kind of happen, and we're just supposed to go with it. And I didn't buy it. And I think that was because mostly of COVID. I don't know if this had the same production problems that the other 2 had, and if Loki's finale is going to end weird and not right because of COVID. I hope that's not the case. I hope that this ends in a great way to set us up for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse and Spider-Man No Way Home and all the movies coming down the line. I hope that this is the first one that I can say is like pretty much perfect. Besides that first episode with a lot of exposition dump, that was still really, really good. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm loving this show. I'm really, really digging the second episode more than the first one, but it is tying in very nicely, and I'm excited for the third one. So let me know your thoughts. Did you think the first episode was better or the second? And let me know what you want me to review. I'll see you soon.